What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Tales of Arise. Last time, we made our way back to Ulvhan after finding the girl outside the walls. Then we got some medicine for her from Doc. Well, I say from Doc, it was from the garrison. Don't know where I was going with that. And then showed it to Doc, did all those things. Explored the garrison finally, too. And then now we've returned here to the Gates of Fire, ready to head on forward. But before we leave this area, and not Cyslodia, Cyslodia, there is something I'd like to do first. And that is head... Oh, really not let me do that? Okay, whatever. I need to head back to middle school because, as you can see there on our map, there is a side quest that we can now take care of. I'd rather just go ahead and take care of this now. I guess we could come back a bit later.
We've reached our destination.
But since we're still here and it is available to us, I'd like to go ahead and take care of it now. So, let's speak with Doc.
Oh.
That you, Ulvhan? What are you still bumming around these parts? I know I said you were welcome to come back here when you need a rest, but this is a bit soon for a reunion, don't you think?
I guess.
Now that you mention it, it does look like I'm taking it a little too easy. To be honest, I'm feeling a little lost with what to do right now. What do you mean you're lost? You know exactly what we're doing. We're headed to Cyslodia. Anyway.
All right.
Well, in that case, why don't you help me out a bit? There's always so much to do here. There's no time to worry about things. For instance, I'm running low on pepper and could use some more. I use it in my medicine as well as to help preserve my food. And if you help me with this, it'll get rid of all your troubles. Guaranteed. I think we already have what you need. If that's what you need, we've got some of it ourselves. Is this enough for you?
Oh.
Oh, this is exactly what I was looking for. Thanks. Could you wait there for me? I'm just going to whip up my special recipe with it just for you. Alright, sure thing. I'm always down for some food.
How's this?
Well, what did you think of my very own kebabs?
Wow.
They were the best meal I've had all year. I didn't realize you were such a good cook, Doc. I had a feeling they'd be right up your alley. The secret to them lies entirely in the pepper. I'm more than happy to teach you the recipe so you can cook it yourself on the road.
Thanks.
That'd be great. Thanks, Doc. Alright, and that is Doc's secret ingredient. And we got a kebab recipe in 2 life bottles. Wow. I was not expecting the 2 life bottles. That's actually really helpful.
I was wondering why she'd gone quiet. She's still eating.
I like that. That's kind of funny. Alright, but now to head back to the Trench of Flames and the Gates of Fire. We can now fast travel back. And yeah, that was literally all that I wanted to do. So now we can finally head out of Cyslodia and on to the next area. We can head off for Cyslodia. So let's run past these guys again. Yeah, guys, sorry. It only took us a moment. We just had one thing to do. We'll see you guys later. I guess I could talk to them, but I don't want to do that. Instead, let's head on forward. In this pretty area right up ahead is the Lacerda Cliffs. We're going to go with that. Lacerda. Alright, and we've got some rogue Zoogles up ahead, so why don't we take care of these guys?
Normally I don't pick on the weak. Don't go charging off like that.
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes
I'm quite aware without you remind me.
off. Another notch in the old belt.
Keep them coming.
You like that taste of freedom, kid?
I think I could get used to it. What's that over there? Some kind of castle?
Yeah, one that belongs to a different lord than Balsef.
Right, that makes sense. You said there were 5 of them in all, right?
Right. We've still got a lot of work ahead of us.
There's the castle, and for a moment, let's just take in this view. I think it's quite a nice view to get us set up and kind of shows us a little bit of what we're dealing with, it seems. Let me collect this so I get off the screen. Let's try that again. Ocean below, castle, big snowy mountain, and the planet of Rena. Alright, well, seems like the path is taking us down that way, so maybe that snowy mountain is where we're headed next. Not sure what those red vines there are for, not that it really matters, I guess. And another life bottle, I'll take that. And might as well start climbing again. Glad that you can even sprint while climbing, so you can climb just that little bit faster. It just makes life a bit easier. No reason to just kind of slowly jog around. Might as well sprint through these areas when you have a chance to.
Rinwell, right? It's nice to meet you. Does that little white animal follow you everywhere?
He's not a little white animal. His name's Hoodle, and he's a baby owl. And he's the only friend I have.
Well, that's kind of sad, but yeah, that's Rinwell. She is joining us on this journey. She's the young girl we met outside the walls. This is the first time we've been introduced to her actual name, so I'm sure we'll be learning more about her as we move along. Of course, she's not fighting with us. I think she's probably still a bit weak. But she is joining us, and so at least maybe she'll be able to carry some of her own weight eventually. I mean, she obviously fought to get here, so she's got to know something, right? We got quite a lot of that almondine mass. That's what we're going with. Some of these words are a bit funky, a bit weird, but it is what it is. But yeah, Rinwell. I'm sure we'll be learning more about her as we move on. She is from Cyslodia, as it is, so it seems that we're heading off to help her as well.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
All right, there we go for that. Nothing in there. You guys, I'm gonna collect this first, and then we can fight. All right. Unfortunately, I don't know why Ulvhan's little thing is still left. I think because when it activates, I just use it immediately because it's like
Let's move.
more practical. With Shion's, it's like unless there's a flying enemy, I don't typically use her special attack there.
What's got you so worked up, Hoodle? Is that?
Watch out! They know we're here.
Flying Zoogles, huh? This is going to get interesting.
They're nothing I haven't seen before.
Shion!
I'll shoot them down, you finish them off. Got it?
All right.
Knock a flying enemy out of the
Let's
sky,
take care of these
and
guys,
it's
and
as
since
good as
she's
done.
got this available, might as well use that nice and easy, and just like that, we're already done.
What was it those Zoogles were attacking just now? Is that?
What?
It's nothing.
I only helped because it was convenient. We couldn't have moved forward without clearing out those Zoogles. I don't know what's got you ticked off at me this time, but I suggest you keep your hands away from me.
No one asked you to help.
Rinwell, she healed its wounds. She's not trying to hurt it.
How can you be so...
They look like they're talking to each other.
He's probably happy to see another owl. I don't think Hoodle's ever met one before. He might have been wondering if he was the only one. Oh. You just barely got to say hi.
At least we know it's out there. I'm sure we'll run into it again somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. Right, Hoodle?
Barely a blip on our radar.
All right, I guess it's time for us to move forward, but we have Shion the sharpshooter to view.
I'm always impressed how good of a shot you are, Shion.
What do you mean?
Just that all I'm good for is throwing myself at things with all my might. By comparison, your way is more... how do I put it? Precise.
It's not like I'm that good of a... Look, that's just how it is with guns. If you miss, it's a wasted bullet you can't get back.
Is that why you're always aiming to exploit enemies' weak spots?
I wouldn't say every shot is that deliberate, but that is part of it. For example, if I see a flying enemy, I'll often go for their wings. Also, if I see a jumping enemy without wings, I know they're an easy target because they can't get out of the way while in the air. In your case, I bet it's easier for you to deal with enemies that stay on the ground, right?
Definitely. Things that can fly circles around me are a real pain to deal with.
Exactly. It's important to keep your enemy's movements in check.
True. Although your shots have the added benefit of stunning enemies, so it's easier to swipe materials from them. It's really helped out.
It's nothing, really. As long as you keep doing your part when we fight, I'd say we're even.
Alright, then. Time to move forward, I guess. And we do have a campground right here that we can
Wanna
rest
take a
at.
break?
And we will do that, but, of course, there's the Danon owl that we can examine. And we get these frame glasses he's wearing. And that's
I'm
now
surprised there are
8
owls
now.
here,
We've
too.
seen
Yeah,
quite a few of these
there are more
guys
of them around
now.
than I thought.
Alright, and I think let's take a rest at this campfire.
What are you staring for?
Do all Danon fighters look like you?
What, this getup? I pulled this number together from scrap and parts I salvaged throughout the years. Though now I'm feeling self-conscious, seeing how put together you seem to be.
Oh no, I was just curious. Did you fortify your right side more because that's your dominant side?
Partly, but mostly because my body's a little worse for wear after all these years fighting.
That makes sense.
So you take extra care to protect your dominant side with more armor. Smart.
Is fighting all you think about?
Alright, now it's time to rest. Might as well cook before we eat since we're about to head into a brand new area. Might get to fight some enemies there as well. Attack up kebabs could be nice. Unfortunately, we don't have a cooking effect for those. We do have the grilled mushrooms though, which give elemental defense up. I don't know if we'll run into any elemental enemies though. Steamed potatoes heal up. I imagine maybe heal CP after battle could be good, but I think maybe let's go with the porridge again. Let's get the defense up. Might as well. It'll last a bit
All
longer
done.
as well.
Come and eat.
All right, guys. Ready to go?
I'm ready. And so, let's head inside the cave, why don't we? Welcome to the Ulvhan Grotto. See some bats flying around, of course, and it looks like, I guess, one of these gargoyles. Except, you know, normally these things are like alive, I think, right? So that's like the typical trope with gargoyles.
I take it we're heading through here then?
Everything all right, Zephyr?
Yeah, it's nothing.
What is that? A ring?
It was my wife's.
Your wife? You never mentioned anything about being married.
That's surprising?
You said was. So then, is she gone? Was it the Renans?
No, she was sick. I couldn't get her the medicine she needed, and then she was gone. I'd always wanted to show her the world as it could be.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. There are plenty of people out there more deserving of your sympathy than me.
But...
Let's go.
What is this place anyway? What's with these columns and steps?
No idea. I've never been here before either. Rena's convoy squads probably used it in the past.
I guess. It's definitely seen better days. You wouldn't know anything, would you, Shion?
Nope. And I'm not interested in learning either.
Actually, these are Danon ruins. See? You can tell by the way the columns are decorated and stuff. They're all old Danon designs.
Are you saying these things were built more than 300 years ago, then?
Yeah. I have no idea what they were used for, though.
It's amazing to think our ancestors were capable of making such structures. Hopefully there'll come a time when us Danons will be able to walk through here freely again.
That's exactly what you're fighting for, isn't it? Let's keep moving.
Yeah. Right.
All right, and keep moving we shall. Let's continue. Get some brand new enemies down here. More gargoyles around here. They do look a little freaky, I guess, if you get really close. It's kind of hard to see. Not the button I wanted. Photo mode. Can I... like... I can move the title around. This is kind of nice. What if I hide this? Oh, I can't really move around, can I? It's kind of a not great photo mode, I guess. Whatever. We have some new enemies here. These are ropers.
Normally I don't pick on the weak.
And they're level 14, so yeah, quite a bit stronger than what we've seen. So kind of probably glad we got that CP use that we had a bit earlier. These guys, if I pause for a second, they are ground enemies, so they are weak to, I believe, like air attacks.
Kind of funny.
Yeah, you're looking funny too.
And they will poison you if you get too close. As you can see on, I used that a little too far away, which kind of stinks. Yeah, so when he's glowing green like that, he's poisoned and you will consistently take damage throughout the fight. So,
Keep 'em coming.
You like that taste of freedom, kid?
I think I could get used to it.
we do need to be a bit careful with that. More gargoyles here. And, oh, turns out they are alive. Okay, I did know that, by the way. Deceptive effigy is what these are called. You will be seeing a lot of these guys around too, so more new enemies. I luckily don't think these guys poison, which is nice. They are flying, so Shion can knock them down, and they are also ground enemies, which means if we do have any arts, by the way, you can also switch arts mid-fight, which is nice. We have some new ones, right? And we have a Severing Wind, so I think I'm going to swap out Rising Wyvern for that. We don't have any more. And we do have Stardust. Might as well throw that on there as well. I mean, what the heck? We'll just leave Shion as she is. I can edit. I guess I can change the position. If I put her over here, I actually kind of like, because it's the button I tend to use the most, so it's quicker, and it's easier just to reach, I think, for me. And yeah, so they take more damage there. So if you've seen that Severing Wind, yeah, so they get some weakness damage there. You see that pop up on the screen. They just take a little bit more damage when you use their weakness. So
Zeugles out there that could pretend to be statues.
That's because Zeugles don't come from nature. Who knows what else is lurking out there?
Guess we have to be prepared for anything.
It's freezing in here. And after how hot it was outside, too.
It must be the cold air sweeping in from Cyslodia. It's the polar opposite of Calaglia, so I'd get used to it if I were you.
Is the little guy okay?
Oh, don't worry about Hootle. He's from Cyslodia. Probably just nerves is all. He's not really used to being around other people this much.
Rinwell, how about filling them in on what to expect from Cyslodia?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Well, for starters, nobody trusts nobody.
Come again?
Just like I said. You never know when snake eyes are watching you.
That's what they call their lord's henchmen, apparently.
Their official title is the Bureau of Civil Observation. They've got cronies undercover everywhere, observing us at all times.
So? Renin surveillance was an everyday part of life in Calaglia.
Difference is, in Cyslodia, it's not just Renins. They've got Danins spying on each other, too. Or in other words, there's the Snake Eyes themselves, plus all their small-time informants. All it takes is someone squealing on you, and it's straight to labor camp. No questions asked, no goodbyes. Course, informers are rewarded handsomely for their deceit. Everyone's always got one eye open, waiting for the moment to inform on someone before being tattled on first.
Hence the not trusting one another, huh? In that case, what do you think they'll make of us?
Hard to say. Although, not being from Cyslodia will probably help, honestly.
More trustful of outsiders than even your own people. Why go along with it, though? Why doesn't anyone take a stand?
Not everyone is strong enough to stand, Ulvhan. That's why the world needs people like us.
All right, well, let's continue on forward. Let's climb up. Actually, I think this is the way forward, so maybe I want to actually jump down over here because, yes, there are some fish in the water. Is it something different than carp? Salmon! It is. Sweet. So a new fish for hopefully some new ingredients later on.
A little water's not going to hurt it.
I mean, this thing is like molten rock. I mean, yeah, the water would cool it off a bit, but I think it's probably fine. But elemental attacks, I wanted to talk about that. So, like I showed you, you can change arts mid-battle, but it's always good to make note of which kind of elements that the enemy is akin to, because, of course, if you have an attack like Severing Wind, for example, that's useful against ground enemies, go ahead and pull that out and place that in your, arts set here. And you can even do that with some of the other arts here if you got any aerial attacks as well. So I recommend just, of course, upgrading as you go along and then pulling out any arts that you have that may be useful. So it's good to always switch up your arts as well. Don't want to get too used to using the same thing. So Severing Wind. Can't use Stardust up here, unfortunately. I've been poisoned now, which is not great. We're just going to ignore that, hopefully. Hopefully I don't take too much damage. Zephyr, I could really use your help here. Recover. That will help us. I believe that heals us from those ailments. I don't think we're struggling. I think we're doing all right. Let me check that art from Xion, though. Recover. Yeah, beginner healing art that heals one ally's physical ailments. Yeah, so if you're suffering from poison, she can now use Recover. Physical ailments, of course, like poison and paralysis, place you at a disadvantage in battle. Alright, but let's just continue fighting these guys. Severing Wind is going to be nice. Oh, I actually got him in the air. Fortunately, I couldn't use anything while we were there. Try not to get too close or take him out before he can do his little poison thing, which would always be nice. And we can do this. Consider yourselves finished. I guess they took out both of them. Sweet. The other guy wasn't even close to dead yet, I don't think.
Everything's coming up, Zephyr.
More apple gel that I can't pick up. I guess I'm just too strong. It does seem a little bit weird that we aren't allowed to pick up more than that. I guess one of the things I could show off is, let's see, instead of semi-auto, why don't we go to, I don't know why it's on semi-auto. I should be doing it on manual. I normally play on manual, but let's turn on auto and you guys can see what that does. So I'm going to put the controller down. You can hear it. And they're just going to go to town. Can't promise they won't not dodge attacks. I still have to be the one that I think clicks those buttons to use those attacks. And of course, now that he's on auto mode, he can use any of his arts. Not just the ones that I've given him. So that kind of makes things a bit easier, I would say.
You like that taste of freedom, kid?
But yeah, that's actually just kind of it, I would say. Not too much to note there. What's up this cliff? Oh, I see. We can like run and then jump. There we go. And grab this ore here. Enduro ore. Wonder if that'll increase like our endurance or something. Now the path splits here. Gotta be careful. So the right is the path forward, but to the left seems like it carries us around to a Zoogle that we can fight. And I think I want to go take him on since we've got the chance to. So instead of heading to the right, let's go to the left. Run past you really quick to grab... I say to grab another item, but this is just another apple gel that we cannot grab, so we'll ignore it for now, and I'm still on auto. I was like, why am I not fighting right now? Let's go back to manual and take care of these guys nice and easy. Let's get Xion to shoot this guy down, and let's keep fighting, and here we go. Is that going to do it? No, okay, no, this other guy's not weak enough. He's got no damage. Alright, well, let's use Ulvhan's arc here. And keep going. And another strike here. Alright, sweet. And I think we've grabbed everything so far, which is nice. And make sure I don't get turned around here. Okay, that's the apple gel. We need to head this way. Sweet. These guys pretty green, or like, I guess they're like green, blue, greenish blue rocks. Nice little touch here in this area. Makes the kind of area glow a little bit. And of course you have the stalactites and stalagmites dripping water as well. Kind of nice. Just really adds some life to the area, I'd say. And these guys are blocking a chest, so why don't we take these guys on? So I'm glad we got those level ups earlier, because if we weren't level 14 by now, we would be in some major trouble. If we were especially lower leveled, I feel like I might be struggling in here right now. But fortunately, let's get out of the poison there so they don't take any damage. Sonic Thrust, and then Severing Wind, and we can do the attack here. Let's go. Sweet. Alright, moving onward, I guess. Let's see what's inside of this chest.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
What's inside is Panacea bottle. All-purpose medicine said to be able to treat any symptoms, cures and temporarily protects one from all physical ailments during battle. So if you're fighting enemies that use a lot of physical ailments like poison or paralysis, as we've learned, we haven't seen paralysis yet. I'm sure we will be in seeing it in the future. What's up here? Let's jump around you guys quickly. I'll come back down to fight you. An orange gel, nice. Yeah, here we go. You can use these bottles to both heal the ailment and actually temporarily protect yourself from it, which would be really nice. I wish you had an easy way to like jump down, get away. Don't want to get poisoned. Luckily, Zephyr doesn't like go down in battle, which is nice. Now, I wonder if Ulvhan and Xion go down. I've never seen this happen. Does Zephyr continue to fight? Because he's not a playable character, as I've already talked about, so we can't play as him. But he is joining the party and things like that. So, and then let's see. Okay, we have to like jump down. It seems nothing in here. Can we climb back up? No, unfortunately not. So if you miss anything, you have to go back around. It seems like, but
That Zoogle looks tough, but
I think we're game for it. Yeah.
yeah. Luckily, your the characters in this game will let us know if we are quote unquote game for these Zoogles. So we should be roughly the same level then, if that's the case. If we attack you, he's gonna come in. This is the Bolstrous Roper, or Boisterous. I can't speak.
I won't forgive you.
I think it's what, level 15? Yeah, so we're pretty much the same level, and he's gonna fight just like a lot of these guys again.
What's wrong? Nothing. Focus on the fight.
I can get in and reach in and like grab like 1 or 2 attacks, and it's probably better if we focus on when he sticks his little things in the ground, he's gonna come up and attack. It's also good if I get Xion to focus on one of these guys.
easier said than done.
Try not to get poisoned, and it's too late. I'm already poisoned, so you say they're hardly worth our time, but I think it's good that we take care of them if possible. I think he can call in more though, which might be a bit worrisome. Watch the attack here. You can see the little spikes when they're getting ready to come out of the ground. They are a bit random. They're just kind of all over the place. He's going to cast an arch. Stalagmite. There we go. We avoided it. Swoop. Oh, I said we avoided it. Not quite. Another Severing Wind. More Stardust, I would say, but fortunately I can't get out of the way. I did dodge, though, which is nice. I dodged that little area of poison, which is nice. Another Severing Wind. It costs 2 to use, though, which is kind of a pain. Alright, we're getting close to half health here. Should get an attack to go here. Sweet. It's not going to pause the fight or anything, but that just lets us know that we're halfway there. Get a bit of a stun for making it this far, you could say. We have plenty of CP left, so we should be fine. Just making sure to dodge. I tried to dodge. It didn't work. Thank you, Shion, for healing. I wish I had more arts that I could use here. We'll avoid Stalagmite. I know they're flying enemies, but we'll just get Shion to use that. Some extra damage. Knock him over. This is our chance. Oh, both of those use 2. So if I use Severing Wind into Stardust, that's all of my little diamond things there. I forget what they're called exactly. And oh, he's gotten enraged now. And oh, it's paralysis. He's going to attack. And I'm paralyzed. Okay, this is not going well. He's pretty low though, so I can Stardust him. There we go. Avoid this. I didn't realize he could paralyze us as well, which means you're like unable to move at all. But we're close, and here we go. Not too hard of a fight, I'd say. And we're gonna get one of those little flower things. Yeah, astral flowers. So we get 10 more CP, so that puts us at 300. Nice. Nothing over here. And you said we won, but there is no but. We just won, and we're still healthy. No one died. No one had to be resurrected. We got some onyx mail.
And what have we got here?
Oh, I saw that in a book once. Those things are worth a lot.
You're a little bookworm, aren't you?
Did you say that? We got some equipment for Ulvhan, so let's put that on. A little bit more defense, always nice. I don't think that changes his apparel at all. I don't think there's any new like outfits that we can grab. No, just the ragged clothes is all we have, and then just her one piece. Okay, that's fine. Nothing to note there. Actually, before we head forward, I want to head backwards a little bit. I mean, we took care of these guys nice and easy. This fight shouldn't take too long. I don't think, at least. But keep you in the air for long enough to actually do something. And this should do it. Or get us pretty close, I would say.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
All right, there we go. Sweet. Because I think there's some items that we can grab back up this way. There's not much. It's literally just whatever's right up here. Let's avoid you. No reason to fight anymore. Got this ore up here. Cherisobal Mass. Get some SP accumulated, so let's head over here. Mid-air damage, always nice. We'll do easier perfect evading guarding because apparently I'm not doing very well at that right now. So we'll go ahead and grab that. In here is, I bet you this is another apple gel. I freaking knew it. All right, so that's on our map for later. We can always come back as we need more apple gels later on. But for now, we can descend back on the other side of this wall here. So where that path was being blocked, we are now able to continue forward. I guarantee you that this is an enemy over here that we'll need to fight in order to... Yep, sure enough. So let's take... There's 2 of you. I only saw 1 of you, so this doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Missed that attack. That kind of stinks, but oh well, we'll just do what we were doing, I guess. And now that I have you here, I can do Severing Wind. There we go. Weakness. I should be doing more damage in the air now. It is harder to attack in the air because you don't have a lot of mobility. Eventually, I think we'll get the ability to kind of like dodge in midair, so it makes it a little bit easier. But for now, we're just kind of stuck floating.
Whoa, take a look at that.
And I got some chamomile for our troubles. Not too shabby. So let's continue on forward. And we should be getting pretty close to the end here. Some more enemies, of course, because there can never be enough of you. Let's see here. I'll just focus on you, and since you're in the air, kind of knocked you down. When they're in the air, they're just harder to reach. can I please do some more damage? Zephyr, thanks for the help. I wish we had Shion's ability, knock him down, it'd be a lot easier, but unfortunately, we'll just have to do with what we've got. Alright, and we need to go this way. Okay. The map can sometimes be a bit confusing. Walk over here, grab these mushrooms. And I think that's everything in this area. We should be getting pretty close to the exit. Yeah, here we are.
Not much further now. The exit will take us straight into Cyslodia.
You're brooding again. What's eating at you?
We defeated Balsif and liberated Calaglia from the Renans. Now, we're on our way to rescue our fellow Danans in Cyslodia. I'm committed to helping our people. You know that. But then, what happens after that? What's our endgame here?
Good question. The Danans vastly outnumber the Renans. Yet we rarely take up arms, because we know that when it comes to firepower, we don't stand a chance. Even if you succeeded in overthrowing the Lords and freeing Dana, then what? Lenegis would still hover over us, the Renan motherland behind it. If they so desired, the Renans could potentially use their might to wipe us off the planet in a second, no matter how powerful that blazing sword of yours is.
So what you're saying is we don't stand a chance. So what the heck are we even doing?
There's no sense in discarding today's victory for tomorrow's loss. If fighting yields even a single day of freedom, it will all have been worth it in the end. Who knows? Maybe that's the day we make preparations for the battle that will free us for good. Speaking pragmatically, the fact the Renans don't exterminate us all in spite of their technical advantage has to mean one thing. They need us. It's up to us to put a dent in their armor before they cotton on to our plan. That way, we force them to the negotiating table.
You want to negotiate with the Renans?
It's galling, I know, but it's the only way to survive while securing our freedom at the same time.
That's... But even so, we can't just...
If you lot are done talking, there's a lord we came to overthrow.
What about you, Shion? What do you plan on doing after we've given the Lords the boot?
All I know is, my reasons for fighting aren't the same as yours. I'm through answering these pointless questions.
Interesting. And so we could head forward into Cyslodia, but I'm going to save that for the next video. If you guys did like this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated as it helps out the channel a lot. And if you want to see more content like this, please do consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Connor. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.